क्रिएट करेंगे पूरे विश्व में, तो ओजस्वी
मेरी आवाज वहां तक आ रही है?
हाँ, आपकी आवाज ऑडिबल है।
फिर ठीक है, क्योंकि वहां पे बहुत अनकंफर्टेबल है।
नमस्कार सायरी, मेरा नाम ओजस्वी रैना and I'm in like 12th right now. So this incident happened to me a few days back. I asked my mom, माँ ये कश्मीर शैविज्म क्या हो? खबर है क्या पता? Just Google ना. So this was the condition, I guess 4 days back. And due to the paucity of time, I wasn't able to connect the dots actually. So I'm just presenting what I learned, what people believe, and what are my learnings. So that was the story time. Now the actual speech. Spiritual bliss. Spiritual bliss is not like the intoxication of wine or that of riches, nor to the union of beloved. The manifestation of light of consciousness is not that a ray of light from a lamp or a moon or a sun. But it's because if one frees oneself from accumulated multiplicity in his mind, and that's what manifestation of light is. India has been a land of saints, sages, saints, and spiritual masters who have just given a lot of theories, philosophies. And whenever we, for personally me, whenever great revolutions happen in this Indian philosophy, I personally look for Upanishads. And there was this curiosity, maybe some inquisitiveness in learners, that they co-joined all these Vedic studies. And that's what we call Kashmir Shaivism. That's what I learned. I may be wrong, please correct me. But having my research, I went through hundreds and hundreds of articles, and as I said, it was very hard for me to connect the dots. Now, what do people believe? Some people believe that Buddhism came to Kashmir, and that's how they muddled up the Vedic studies. Some believe that Guru Rishi himself, in the Mahabharata times, taught us about the Kashmir Shaivism. But there's only one theory which seemed relevant to me, and it may be relevant to you all as well. It says that according to a legend, Lord Shiva himself appeared in the dream of a teacher by the name Acharya Vasugupta, who lived in Kashmir in 9th century. Lord Shiva told Vasugupta that he had inscribed secret teachings in a huge rock, and he should find this rock and spread these teachings. And these rocks, ladies and gentlemen, it's called Shankarpal, located in Dachinam National Park, 22 kilometers away from Srinagar. Go visit it. It's really, it makes me happy to make me learn about our history, our philosophy, and our truths. Not many delegates talked about Shaivism, shlokas. I won't really dwell into it because I don't think the debate is over what was the origin or where it originated from. But the debate is, why are we really studying it right now? Why are these theories studied right now? It's because we need to raise that, that spark of inquisitiveness and mind. Today, I won't speak much of the words. I won't take much of demand. But go home and just search it up. What is that Spanda school system, the Bhavirajan school system, or what are the Kula system, Karma system, and Vaishnavism and Shaivism, how it actually originated. And as I said, there were two theories which came up in my mind. First was the Shankarpal, another one that Lord Shiva reappeared in the Mount Kailasha. And he taught Guru Vasa all these teachings, and then he, with the mind-born sons, passed on this philosophy to 15 generations. And that's how the beauty is still alive of Kashmir Shaivism. As one of the delegates said, very well said, Kashmir Shaivism is also an Africa system. It actually unfolds three studies. The three studies, like the threefold studies, which is Nara, Shakti, and Shiva. The ultimate truth. And that's what Shaivism teaches us about. The See, I followed the doctrine, or should I say the quote of Swami Vivekananda. He says, of 100 who take up the spiritual life, 80 turn out to be charlatans, 50 insane, and only 5, maybe, but only 5 are the real ones. So be aware. And that's how Maheshwar Acharya, Swami Ramji Maharaj, came into my view. He revived Kashmir Shaivism and taught this monoism to his disciples. And that's how it's carried to generations, from generations to generations. Now, while I was searching, Kashmir Shaivism, it's a big word for me actually. That one struck me was Shaivism, which actually, got me a lot of curiosity. Another one was Kashmir. Whenever we talk about Kashmir, my mind will first go to the 1990 exorcism. Or maybe ethnic cleansing of Kashmir. That's how my mind goes. But that's not it. Let's not go too negative. It's just because the philosophers studied it in Kashmir, that's why we call it Kashmir Shaivism. I guess that's enough for the Kashmir Shaivism, that's what I said. Because all of the delegates have already made you understand about philosophies. But let's get real and transparent. See, as I said, my mom didn't do it. And when I read about the philosophy, today, after learning a lot from other delegates, from the teachers, and maybe the other future speakers, the thing which I learned, I'll go home and talk to my mom and teach her that. Can you imagine? The next generation will teach the older generation. And I don't blame her. Even my nanny was at home, she didn't know about Kashmir Shaivism as well. She didn't know about it. So maybe the next generation will actually teach the old from the old generation. Why are we conducting this? The history. I want you all to hear it very carefully. I read it in the chapter Gnosticism, class 10, and I actually extracted it from there. The history, the memory, is still alive in memoirs, fictions, documentaries, poetries, and museum. And in many parts of the world, as Sir said, he went to California and he still sees the remains. These are tribute to those. These are tribute to those who resisted it. An embarrassing reminder to those who collaborated. And a warning to those who watched in silence. Maybe because of ill fate of time, we don't have much inscriptions. But I must say, I'll end this speech by saying, my last name holds the power. My last name holds the power that we all survive, and that's why I'm standing here. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
हम देख रहे हैं एक रुद्र रूप था आपका, और ये रुद्र रूप जिस दिन पूरा तांडव मचाएगा, और उस दिन देखना कश्मीरी पंडित और हिंदू कहाँ होगा।